Reporting and handling issues in software development and system tests can be very annoying, but it is also super important. So let's start with the reason why it is important. In general, testing is not done with the identification of any issue between expected and actual behavior. It is also essential to document the issues properly. A well-documented issue is the foundation for a smooth issue resolution. If there are missing or confusing information, it leads to a back and forth between the one who raises the issue and the one who should resolve it, and nobody wants that. In general, the issue report must include essential information and should also include further information that help the person who should resolve the problem. So therefore, in the end, a well-filed issue is very helpful and valuable for the project. Also, the issue reports are the documents that are visible for the people outside of the test team as results of the test activity. And therefore, it should be an intrinsic motivation to every member of the test team to produce high-quality issue reports. And the one who creates an issue should also have in mind who is or potentially is going to work with the issue. And the goal is to provide this person with the information and the context to work well with it. This then leads also to the credibility of the individual tester and the test team as a whole, because it is linked to the quality of an issue report. Next, let's talk about the information that should be given in reporting an issue. So there is some basic information that is given by the test session or the test execution plan itself. For example, the occurrence of the error in terms of a timestamp, or also any other notable timestamp for important events during the test. And the name of the tester or other relevant people who identified the issue for further tracking and questions. Then, of course, the test case ID, or at least some context why this scenario was tested, which then should also have a link to the requirement. And then all kind of information about the test infrastructure or the environment. And then there are specifics for the individual test. That's then the main part of the issue report with the description of what happened. Starting with a precondition, those are the relevant states to get into the error. The expected behavior, which usually derives from the test case steps, and what actually happened. That should include the deviation to the expected behavior. And if possible, then also the steps to resolve the issue, which might be important to create statements about the severity of the problem. And then there are additional context information or procedural information like a summary or a title and any data collected about the test like traces, logs, pictures, etc. Valuable information is also about the occurrence and reproducibility of the issue. It should be stated if the error is reproducible or not. It makes a huge difference if an issue occurs only once as a single event, or if it is fully reproducible and happens all the time. The in-between case of a sporadic issue is always a bit tricky. Here it should be clear how many times the issue was reproduced and how often it was tried to reproduce the issue just to get some numbers about the occurrence rate. It is also okay to state that it was not yet tried to reproduce the issue or that someone doesn't know to reproduce the issue. But just to have this information in the issue report is very important. Then the priority and severity of an issue is also utterly important for the classification of a problem. The severity reflects the functional impact of the issue to the feature, and the priority should reflect the organizational importance of the issue resolution. And in a complex system with many components and features, it is critical to guide the issue to the right responsible. This is a task for the one who creates the issue or the problem management. The tester may or may not have the capability and skills to outline where the issue should be checked first. But if the tester is an expert in his testing and the function, then he should add a pre-analysis that states what happens on a technical level and why the issue should be checked at which point. Otherwise, the problem management should take care of that.